Hi, my name is Ed Coyne, and welcome to Dumb Questions, the video I make where you, that's right, you, ask me the questions on any topic that you want. It could be about me, it could just be about general stupidity, it could be about the world, it could be about New York, it could be about my hair, when I'm going to get a haircut. And the answer is never, motherfuckers! Ooh. I like the Ben Franklin look. But is it Ben Franklin look, Krusty McClown look? I don't know. The whole thing is, we all know it's going to be the bald look soon, and pretty soon, I'm going to wind up looking like this. And let's face facts. We're all going to, ooh, I like that. You know, if I get bald, have the little ponytails here, that could work. I could be the next Wolverine. You never know. Anyway, guys, let's get to the questions you asked me this week. First question. Hey, Ed, I've seen your videos. I know you keep saying that your dad is crazy. Do you have any good camping stories about him? Oh, my God. Alright, so, for those of you who are new here, when I say my father is crazy, I don't mean my father is crazy. No, I mean, we, the jury, have decided that you should be in a jacket that you're going to hug yourself for the rest of your life and never see another human being type crazy. We are talking about the man who actually had poison control on speed dial in my house. Why? Because he wanted to make sure, and this is true, he actually did this. In a case where he wiped his ass, didn't wash his hands, and accidentally went like this or lit a cigarette, he didn't poison himself to death. And trust me, poison control was on a first-name basis with him. Unfortunately, that's really not a joke. That actually happens. But camping stories, yeah, my dad and me used to go camping all the time. Taking a young child out camping with a mostly psychotic man you would think would be a bad idea, or I don't know, call the Boy Scouts. Either one, could work. But yeah, no, my father, the craziest one, well, not craziest one, well, yeah. My father once took me out to Rogers Rock to go camping. It is this mountain. If you've ever read Last of the Mohicans, it's the one that Hawkeye fell off of. So anyway, we're walking up Rogers Rock. I think I've actually talked about this before, but I'll say it again. We're walking up to Rogers Rock, and, I'm 8 years old, right? And we all know that a full-blown adult, who's in his 40s should listen to an 8-year-old. Because as we're up the trail, I saw these little rock formations that looked like stairs, and I said, "Hey, Dad, look, it's going to be quicker." Now, my father, honestly, as much as I say he's a crazy man, he was a good parent, because he looked at me, gave me that look. If you're a father, you know that look you give when a kid says something stupid. You give him that look. Looks at me, looks at the rock formation, and he made a parental decision. You really think it's going to be faster? Think we're going to be okay climbing? Well, I mean, obviously, I have the wisdom of an 8-year-old who believes in Superman, Batman, and that Spider-Man will save me at least once. So I say, yeah, it's going to be easier. Come on. All right, so we go climbing. Obviously, an adult decision. Okay, so we're climbing. We get to this little edge, and it's really slick. It's called a mountain face. Really slick. You can't climb up. My father looks at the stairs, looks at my fat-ass 8-year-old body, looks at the stairs, looks at the rock face, and he makes a parental decision. We can do this! How the fuck I survived to be 50? I have no fucking idea. But anyway, so my father got up the cliff face, and by the way, I gotta say, for a man in his 40s, who had all sorts of ailments and apparently poisoned himself with his own shit many a time, or at least according to what he said to poison control, he was able to climb up, which I was kind of surprised about. You would think if he actually fell, a lot of problems, but no, he made it up. Okay, so my turn now. Well, if he made it up, I'm going to make it up, right? I mean, listen, I am making an informed adult decision, like any 8-year-old who believes in the Easter Bunny and that priest will not molest them will. So I try to climb up the mountain face, and I slip. But my father, being the man of action, remember, he was in Vietnam, catching me by the wrists. So now I'm dangling this way, and I'm dangling that way. This way is the ledge, is the stairs. This way is a cliff drop. My father's swinging me. And my father sees the cliff drop, and my father sees the ledge, and he goes, fuck it! I can make another one! Not even kidding. I mean, all jokes aside, in my father's defense, I heard my arms rip out, and I told him to let me go, and he decided to let me go where I had the least chance of survival. But hey, he was in his 40s, he was not shooting blanks yet, and he could still knock my mother up again, so it was probably be okay. Now, quick note, one thing you have to understand about me, when I was a kid, I didn't curse. I was my father cursed a lot. My father talked sex a lot. My father tried to get me to watch a porn when I was 5 years old. I was kind of rebellious. I was very, very prudish. I was very not cursing, if you could picture that. So anyway, what ends up happening is my father, once again, doesn't drop me on the cliff, drops me all the way down. Now, luckily, on the swing, it was toward the side of the mountain, so I'm rolling. And by the way, if you ever wondered what it's like to be a drum, that's what my head felt like. Because every single other roll, I'm here. Pop, 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 pop. By the way, it might actually make sense now why I'm psychotic enough to make these videos, huh? So anyway, like I said, never cursed, never anything like that. I finally fell on a cliff, 20 feet down, but I rolled down the mountain. Momentum didn't kill me, but I'm cut up. I'm cut up really bad. And I'm thinking, once it finally stops, wind's been knocked out of me, I'm dead. Oh my God, I'm dead. And my father screams down, Ed, if you're still alive, which I doubt, don't move. My first thought, not kidding, fuck, I'm alive. Fuck, I'm alive. Fuck, I'm alive. Now, honestly, to show you my father's sanity, he got me down the mountain. And that's right. I'm cut up. I have 2 twisted ankles. I have a bruised rib. I have all sorts of cuts on my face. My father made the adult decision. Do we call an ambulance? We walked here. It's a 3.5-mile walk. Father looked at it, looked at me. I'm crying. I can barely stand. My father goes, fucking ambulance, we're going to walk 3.5 miles. Not even joking. But no, for those of you who think this might be cruel, no, it is not. It is not cruel at all. Because as I'm walking, my shirt's cut up. Okay, I have blood coming all over. I'm not like bleeding, but abrasions, scratch, whatever. We wound up walking by a seafood place, and my father decided this would be a good time to take me out for seafood. Not kidding. I walk into the seafood place like something from Walking Dead. Brains! My father doesn't have any. Somebody else call me an ambulance. Long and short, we got to back to the campsite, and 3 hours later, my father called my mother and said, "Yeah, Teddy fell off a mountain. What did the doctors say?" My father goes, "Doctors? Yeah." Anyway, wow, we're already over on that one story. Okay, let's get to the next question. Back in the 90s, hey Ed, back in the 90s, how did you used to bring porn to your house? Well, that's really easy. Drunk in a brown paper bag with an erection, like God intended. Praying to God my mother would not see what was in the paper bag, hear my TV that was connected to a VCR, because we all knew what I was going to do when I hit my bedroom. I wasn't worried about anybody seeing the erection. Once again, Irish Jewish. Okay. All right, let's get to one more. If you had to tell your younger self one thing, what would that be? For fuck's sake, do not get married. Dude. You know, you think the sex is really great and it's gonna keep on going? Right. That don't fucking happen. Don't do it. Don't. Fuck. I'm getting married again. Okay, the doors are closed. Does that mean I'm not getting blowjobs anymore? I really I got to stretch out this engagement as long as humanly possible. Okay, actually, we are going to do one more question. No, let's try that. We all know I do that during one of these videos. At one point, I lose my ability to speak, probably because I fell on my head all the way down the mountain, 20 feet, as we discussed. Wait a parent, Dad. Well, actually, he's dead, so. Fuck it. Wait a parent, Dad. Okay, last question. Do your pets watch you having sex? Okay, so for those of you who don't know, I have 3 cats. You know, hey, listen, what can I say? I'm a true believer that pussy is pussy. You have to declare it. But, no, let's get back to me and when me and my girlfriend have sex, do my cats watch? Okay, because that one time with Pop-Tart, I mean, we really made the name. No, let's go back to me and my girlfriend. Go back to me and my girlfriend. When me and my girlfriend have sex, do the cats watch? Yes. Yeah, they do. It's kind of creepy. Because it's not like, you know, it's not like, oh, humans are doing something weird. I'm going to go get some food. No. Okay, my cats, 2 of which can't stand each other, will get along to watch the event and just sit there and just watch. And it's great because it's like, you know, okay, he's getting oral and wait, what is she sucking on? What the hell? Okay. But when the event happens, it's great. It's like having the fucking Olympic committee. Okay? You have 2 fucking cats that are over 10 years old watching. Dude, I'm just saying, I would have done doggy style. No, you're finishing with that move. You know, and the cats will look at each other like, what the fuck is he? I don't know. Look, he fucking feeds us, okay? Let's just, look, he's getting laid. Oh, god damn, what was that? Not even she looks satisfied with that. What the fuck was he doing? Well, hold on. Yeah, no, I wouldn't have licked that either. No, dude, no. And I lick every part of me. And the cats will all look at each other. You know, and after it's done, I'll be satisfied. My girlfriend will be trying to find a vibrator. And I swear to God, if they could write, they would be holding up cards. And at this point, honestly, I'm not trying to get a 10. If my cats would just score me a 3.5, and my fiance girlfriend maybe a 2, I'd be happy. Alright guys, that is Dumb Questions. Once again, I'm trying to do this every week. So if you have any questions, you can either go on my Facebook group, which is Brooklyn Open House of Comedy, you know, where I put memes and post some of these videos other than YouTube. Or you can also email me at thebrooklynopen@gmail.com and put dumb question in the subject and just put whatever questions you want. Alright guys, have a good night. Okay, seriously, Ernest, I did get a 4 last. I mean, I hit it like that. Ooh, still just a 1.5. God damn, holy shit.